Well, if we're talking specifically about this context, they should come and see it for themselves. I think it's difficult to understand what's happening here just through the media. Media is quite biased. And to come here and to see it for themselves, to meet people, to see the facts on the ground, I would highly recommend that they come and visit. But when they do visit, I recommend that they visit people with different opinions from different sides. Because if people are only trying to expose you to one side of the story or to a limited amount of facts, they're actually disregarding your intelligence. They're telling you you're not intelligent enough to make up your own mind. You're not smart enough to understand what's going on here. Let me tell you the facts that you need to know and the narrative that you need to know. So I'm obviously against that. You should come and see everyone, meet as many people as you can, ask questions, don't be afraid to engage, don't be too polite, definitely go for it. And I would also say to the youth in Finland that while we have a conflict here and we are trying to engage in it positively and make a positive impact, that there are social challenges and political dimensions in Finland that probably need to be looked at as well. So it's not just the conflict that exists over there, but conflict exists in every community, in every society. So to ask questions about what's going on in Finland, about Christian-Muslim relations in Finland, treatment of refugees, for example. I can't remember all the specifics, but I think that that the Finns are not exempt of reconciliation. And also, once you do come here and you do see what you see, you have decided to put yourself in a different context, in a different environment, in a different place. Expose yourself to information and people. And once you see certain things here, and you understand what's happening here, I would argue that you have now a responsibility to engage with the situation here and engage with the youth back in Finland. And not just go back to Finland and ignore the experience as if this was just a trip. But if it's youth trying to bring change positively everywhere and different countries and different areas across the world, I think that we have a joint responsibility to each other.
Don't look at our conflict from a political situation or from political perspective. Look at it from a human perspective. Because I think no human would accept the injustice, and we don't care about politics. We're not politicians. We don't want this. But the message that everyone has to at least believe in is we all human, and we all have the same rights, and we all want to live in justice and peace without any injustices, right? So I think if you look at it from a human situation, you will immediately change everything, because no human will accept this, right?
The message that actually we are looking for the whole world's support, and I want them to know about the real news. So don't listen to the like a news from one side. They have to really feel about the situation here. They have not to be afraid of not speaking or to hide about the Palestinian context here, especially because Christians here also are like minority, and this is a problem actually. So this is a local problem, other than the general problem, which is the occupation. So like we need to have the rights you have actually as youth. We need to live, we need to have security, we need to be recognized as a state actually, because as I mentioned before about our trip to Denmark, we had many like checkpoints, many crossing bridge, many checks. We need to get the visa, for example, if we need to get the visa, we have to travel to Ramallah to get it, so it's not easy to us as Palestinians also as well. So we have many struggles as these kinds of these things. So yeah, at least we have like general rights as youth have, for example, in Europe, in America, and everywhere, even Arabs like Egypt, Lebanese. Even though Lebanon is struggling now, is like suffering from its political situation and economic, but at least they have like their original passport. They have their like original rights, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
بحب أحكي لهم إنه هم يتطلعوا للفلسطينيين من وجهة نظر الفلسطيني، مش من وجهة نظر الغرب أو من وجهة نظر اللي هم مكتسبين، يعني اكتسبوها من الاشياء اللي بيسمعوها. فأنا بوجه لهم إنهم يجوا على فلسطين، يعاشروا ناس فلسطينية، يشوفوا، يتقربوا من الشعب الفلسطيني علشان يقدروا الشعب الفلسطيني يوصل رسالته، ويقدروا هم يحققوا نوع من الألفة والتقارب وجهات النظر بينهم.
I think it's the most important message that make a change. It will become from here as a Palestinian and the other part. But as a Finland, I think that maybe they can share our stories between with their families and families with friends, maybe to let them know about the reality, the real life that we live as a Palestinian and the life that the Israelis live, and how we live in unfair and unequal life.